Okay, so today I'm starting a new project, another helmet collection. This is a variance. This is a alternate. It's not an official helmet collection helmet. Um, Again, this is off AliExpress, but this is what my intent with all of my helmets. This is going to end up being all of my helmets. So this is Commander Cody. It's the helmet plus the body. So basically, instead of a minifig, it's a mega fig, and this is all of it. So this one's going to be interesting. I hope this looks as good as I think it's going to. From all the photos I've seen of it, looks fantastic. The only difference that I'm a little leery on this one, I have digital instructions. I don't have a book, so I'm going to have to be looking over to my laptop quite a bit. So that's going to be a little different than what I'm not used to. So that being said, let's get into this and see how it ends up looking. I'm really excited about this one. So let's get after it. Okay, so today I'm showing you guys this. This is from AliExpress. This is the Mega Fig from the Helmet Collection series from Lego. This entire thing I got from AliExpress. Now I have those ones down there, Boba Fett, Stormtrooper, the AT driver, excuse me, and Captain Rex down there. I thought I had another one. I thought I had like the Mandalorian one, but if I do, it's lost in the hodgepodge. But anyway, this one here, honestly, this is this is so freaking cool. I cannot help myself but just sit here and I sat here after I finished this doing just what I'm doing right now for about an hour, just staring at this. This is so freaking awesome. There's a lot of the result end result is fantastic. This just looks phenomenal. I'm gonna get I've got the Stormtrooper and Boba on order, so I'll have those two as well. And I'm gonna get those two, and then as I get more helmets in my collection, I'm gonna end up getting the bodies. This is the only way, as far as I'm concerned, that the helmet collection should be displayed. This is just so freaking awesome. I love this. Now, that being said, the build on this was annoying as heck. And that's why I don't have any of my normal time lapse on this, because out of I think there's 2,800 pieces to this, close to 3,000. I can't remember. It was over 2,000. But out of the 2,000 pieces, they came in 3 or 4 bags, maybe 5. no numbers, and all the bags were just a hodgepodge. So it wasn't like one bag was the body, another bag was the legs, and the helmet, and another. And, you know, it was just mixed. I had parts from everything and everything. I had to dump all the bags out and sort all the pieces, which on my little desk here, plus I have my laptop up here today, because if you guys know, I've never had my laptop on my desk, because that's where my instructions were on a PDF file. And the PDF file was not that great. It left a lot of like me scratching my head. How's this piece supposed to go? I don't get. So I had a lot of points where I was taking stuff back apart and putting things back together. It was a little annoying. Plus there were no stickers. So that was kind of a headache. But honestly, there's only two spots where there's stickers at: the mouth and this here, which this is actually one of my display monitor pieces from the Millennium Falcon build that I just finished, because the piece that's supposed to be here is a white one and it had some little badges and whatnot. So I couldn't paint that on there because it would look horrible. So I was like, hey, this is a great option for just, instead of a blank piece, something else. I think it looks okay, so I'm happy with it. But the mouthpiece, those were just, so like this brick here, this white one, and this one, I actually painted that, as well as the mouthpiece. Those were just gray squares, and I painted those. And you can see, once I get really in tight, yeah, those are just, turned out okay. And from, like, when I'm sitting back here, you can't tell, especially if the glare, yeah, right there, the glare is perfectly blocking all that. You can't see a thing. It looks fine. But once you get up close to it, you can kind of see, yeah, you can see the brush marks in there. And you can see on that corner where I got a little wavy in the middle of that, the corner's dipping down a little bit. But to be honest, I think it turned out okay. And actually, the only thing that I painted was the gray on this one. This and this are gray squares, and I just used a Sharpie. I put tape down to keep nice straight lines, and then ran a Sharpie back and forth across it. So all the black on there is Sharpie, and then this gray is one of my Pro Acryl that I just painted on there. And I taped those as well, but apparently my tape wasn't that good, and it left a nice little, yeah, gross there. But again, from back here and a distance, I can't tell. Luckily, I don't have my glasses on, so it just looks like a blob right now to me. So anyway, what else? This build, the other thing is, there is no designed voids in this. So when you look at this and you're like, this, how many pieces is that? It's all there. There is, like, I would think when I was looking at this, I thought that this would be, you know, a cavity in here, or a cavity in here, you know, the main body. Anybody who's built any of the helmets, you know, there's a little bit of void inside the helmet, not much, just a little bit. So they're very densely put together. Unlike that one, which is almost all void, and that's a horrible build. But these ones like this, and yes, his head does move. It's pretty cool. It's actually attached, but it moves. And the arms, now the arms are heavy, so they won't stay up. But the hands move, the arms move. He does rotate at the hip at this joint right here. Actually, no, he doesn't. There's a pin in here that keeps him from rotating forward or not. So, and which, to be honest, after watching a couple of videos on some other ones, without that pin, if this is loose, he would flop over. So with the pin in there, he's definitely never going to fall. But again, like there's no design voids, and every square inch of this is block. That's where the 2,000 pieces are in. And it's just it's just ridiculously detailed. All this stuff on the back, the little pouches, his little, this pouch. The jetpack is, I was just floored with that. I've seen different ones of this that don't have near as much detail in them. Like there's not stuff on the gloves or the elbow or the shoulder pad. The helmet's the helmet. And honestly, this one, I ran out of orange pieces, so I had to use this one. But luckily I had two of them, so it looks kind of uniform. I really, honestly, for all the bad stuff that happened with this, and the reason why I didn't do my normal time lapse video on the build of this is because with having all those pieces spread out over here and have to dump everything, I can fit one of those I could fit one of those bags on the table with as much of my stuff as I have here. Normally those two bags aren't here. My water bottle's not usually here. So I have some space. One bag filled up this entire space, and the other three, I had to go out onto the counter in the kitchen and dump all those ones, which became an act in futility because Boo figured out, Boo, if you don't know who Boo is, where's Boo? Okay, Boo's apparently not in here. Boo's my cat. Boo figured out that small Lego parts are fun to play with. So I had to literally stay up until about, I think I started the build mid-morning, before noon. Originally, I was trying to do it right here, just dumped everything and sorted it as I used the piece. And that didn't work because that's when I figured out all the bags are mixed. And then once I dumped everything up there on the kitchen counter, yeah, Boo was up on the counter playing with the pieces and knocking them all over the place. So I ended up staying up all night to get all the pieces off the kitchen counter and basically over to here. Boo doesn't tend to come up here that much. But he left everything alone once I got it off the kitchen counter. So that was fun. Other than that, if you have a helmet display or a helmet collection, this to me is the only way. This looks so much better than just that. Those look, yeah, they're awesome. I love them. I absolutely love all the Lego. And none of these are official Legos. This is the only one that I have that's not official. As you can tell by the bricks. But you know what? I'm not selling anything. I'm collecting my own collection and I'm happy with it. And that's just, I can't say, even this little thing here on his shoulder, this is just, oh crap. And it just fell off. That sucks. It's all right. I can put it back. So, all right. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day.